What's up, people? So, the question today is, can Liverpool win the Premier League title for the 2021-2022 campaign? The season is about to start, and this is my review for Liverpool this season. So, 5 points I'm talking about, as I always do in my videos. Today, I'm going to be starting with the review of the previous season. Of course, I can't talk about the new season without looking at the past season. We know Liverpool didn't have the best of season for the 2020-2021 campaign. They had lots of injuries, especially in their defense and in the defense. And then that, I would say personally, it interrupted the season for them, the flow which they would have had if everyone was playing or everyone was pretty much fit. Not only was there defensive woes for this Liverpool team, but also going forward, they also had issues scoring goals. And looking at the previous Liverpool season, the attack weren't scoring as much goals as they used to do. And that, I would say, was an issue, because if you have a team that's struggling defensively, you expect the attack to compensate for the defensive issues by scoring. But when you have issues on both ends, then that's a problem, because you can win games, and when you can win games, you can get the points. So that's that. And then also, the second point is just Liverpool's activity over the transfer. So far, there's been only one transfer so far. The inclusion of Ibrahima Konate, a central defender, of course. And well, this, I would say, wasn't a surprise, because Liverpool needed to strengthen their defense, of course. But besides just the defense, I also feel that there is a need to strengthen the midfield, especially with the departure of Gigi Wijnaldum. There is an opening, a gap that needs to be filled. Yes, they've got players right now. In the new season, you will be expecting the midfield trio of Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho. You've got Curtis Jones, of course. You've got Oslin Chamberlain. You've got what a players, Naby Keita too. But I don't know how it's going to work, to be frank with you. But I just feel like with so many games to be played, of course you need to strengthen your midfield. And we saw how the previous season was, even with Gigi Wijnaldum in there. Sometimes the midfield wasn't that fluid as you would expect it to be. So yeah, they just need to also add to the midfield. But is it possible for them to use the present team right now and do something with it over the course of the season? Definitely. But of course, don't forget injuries, which was what happened in the previous season. So that's my second point. The third, I'm going to be looking at the preseason. From the schedule I saw, there were 6 preseason games out there. They've played 2 so far. They're yet to play 4. Of course, preseason games are not really a game about winning. You really want to assess the team, try new things here and there, just get an overall feel for your team. And this is something I would say I've seen in the first 2 friendly games, with one of the positives being the performance of, what's his name again? Simicas, of course, the left back, which I would expect for him to be given more time over the course of the season. Just because you need a backup for Robertson, of course. He would be said to be the designated left back, but didn't really play much last season. Hopefully, we see more of him this season. Yes, I forgot, in the midfield, do not forget James Milner, of course. He is the evergreen player who can play in different roles. He's played in left back, he's played in the midfield different positions and whatnot. So, yeah, you've got that. And then the present squad. That's the fourth point. The present squad. What can Liverpool do with the squad? It's possible they could go on to challenge for the title. If the attack is back to their best, you know, you expect this team to possibly challenge for the title. You never know till the season starts and you get a feel of the team. Again, do not forget the possibility of injuries, which can disrupt a campaign, of course. Then, the last point I'm going to be looking at is what could be a realistic expectation for this Liverpool team this season. Personally, I feel that the team they've got can challenge for the title, but I wouldn't really say getting the Premier League could be the only goal. I personally feel like getting a trophy this year, it might not be the Champions League, it might not be the Premier League, but you've got the FA Cup, you've got the EFL Cup. I know people would consider those cups to be smaller cups compared to the others, but I would say it's better to finish his season with a trophy than with nothing. So I would say if Liverpool can win any trophy this season, no matter how little, I would say it's going to be considered to be a positive season. Of course, if they can qualify for the Champions League for the next season too, of course, that's also something. Yeah, I think that's really what I have for the Liverpool team this season. They could be, or I would say they are title contenders, but again, they would have to really put in the effort to win the title. So yeah, that's really like my take on this Liverpool right now. Peace.